Hi guys, welcome to Friday, April 17th. Happy Friday. I hope that your week has been going very well. And I'm sorry if you can hear my cat moaning. I brought her down to keep me company and she's not happy with me. Um, we introed Unit 3 yesterday, which is The Lover's Journey, and today we're starting the movie. So as you can see, here's the movie poster. It has Meg Ryan and Hugh Jackman. You might not be familiar with Meg Ryan, even though she was super popular in the 90s and early 2000s, mostly in romantic comedies. And just romantic movies in general. She was really good for them. She's one of my favorites. But then everybody, I think, most of you should know who Hugh Jackman is. So this is kind of younger Hugh Jackman. Um, but there's also other actors in here that you might recognize, but these are the two main, Kate and Leopold, the love story between them. Background of the story, he is from the past, and she is from present day, quote unquote present day when this movie was made, so early 2000s. And he is from, I want to say, the late 1800s, I think it'll say. And they're both from the same city. They're both in New York, but at different time periods. And then her ex-boyfriend travels back in time, and Hugh Jackman's character follows him back forward in time, and they meet. So it's kind of a really cool time travel sort of thing, but also a romance because this is the lover's journey, but it gives a really great example of the trials and tribulations and each step of the lover's journey. So, make sure you're taking notes. I will pause it at some point and give you ideas. I also want to point out that this is the links to the Unit 3 project stories. So if you click on that, I gave you a really good list of stories. These ones are from the Bible, or Bible-esque, because Mark Twain wrote both of these. And you'll see that these two are longer, but you don't have to read all of them. You can just read a couple of excerpts. And it's really interesting because Mark Twain gave the point of view of Eve and Adam during the Adam and Eve story. And then Rachel and Jacob, Samson and Delilah, and then of course the original Adam and Eve Bible. You'll start with a summary at the top, and then if you keep on scrolling down on the Adam and Eve one, it'll get to the scripture verses. And then Greek mythology / history. Persephone and Hades, my absolute favorite. Paris and Helen, Orpheus and Eurydice, Odysseus and Penelope. Arthurian romance is Lancelot and Guinevere. Some of you might be familiar with that. Guinevere was married to King Arthur and then had an affair with his best friend Lancelot. That caused a lot of scandal. English legend, Robin Hood and Maid Marian. Irish legend, there's, don't make fun of me, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, Diarmuid and Grain, I think. And then Tristan and Isolde, which was a movie that was made a while ago, early 2000, I think, and that was a movie that's sometimes been played in mythology, this class, for this unit, but I decided to have a more happy ending movie, so I picked Kate and Leopold. And I own Kate and Leopold on DVD, which is necessary for this online learning. And then Danish folk tale, The Little Mermaid, not the same as the Disney movie, so it's really actually very interesting. So if you like The Little Mermaid, even the Disney version, it's different, but it still has a really kind of a cool same concept. And then Middle East, Layla and Majnun, Pyramus and Thisbe. And then Asia, Salam and Arnakali, Norwegian, East of the Sun and West of the Moon, and European, The Nightingale and the Rose. So these are your choices for your projects. Remember that each project has to be a different section. So if whatever you did in your past two, you can't do again. Obviously, one of the units is a choice unit, and you can go back to one of those categories, but it can't be the same thing. So, for example, if you did creative writing already, and you did a short story, you can choose for your choice unit, you can choose to do creative writing again, but you can't do a short story. You'd have to do a poem, a song, a rap, something like that. Okay? Okay. So let's move on from that. And let's get into the first part of the movie. About 10 minutes before the end of this video. And because we're only doing one movie per unit starting now, I'm going to spread this out a little more for the unit. So they'll be shorter, not shorter videos, but less parts jammed into multiple days. Let's bring up the movie thing. I'm just going to pause this because I forgot to bring up the video. So give me a second. Okay, so let's get this movie started. Remember that the first part is the call to adventure / the meeting, and this one kind of has both of those. It has a call to adventure for Leopold's character, and then also the meeting between him and Kate, which is a little later after that. So obviously this starts in the past where Leopold is.
Time! Time, it has been proposed, is the fourth dimension. And yet for mortal man, time has no dimension at all. We are like horses with blinders, seeing only what lies before us. Forever guessing the future and fabricating the past.
Brilliant. Quite right, Your Grace.
How, you ask, can we lift these shackles and live not in the moment, but in the glorious
Kate's
expanse of
ex-boyfriend,
time's continuum?
who's coming from the future.
Listen, and I shall tell you. The secret lies in the enduring power of our achievements, our creations. As the pyramids testify to the Egyptians, so my glorious erection shall represent our culture in perpetuity.
And remember,
Behold, rising before you, the greatest erection on...
and remember that the term erect and erection means a different thing in the past than it does in future, which is why her ex-boyfriend's about to start giggling at the word, like I'm sure you guys are doing right now. But it means just like a creation, a building, something that was built. And he's talking about the bridge behind him, which he created. He is the architect for it.
The continent, the greatest erection of the age, the greatest erection on the planet.
For the Herald, Your Grace. I understand you'll be making an important announcement tonight. Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon. Please, excuse me, please. Good afternoon. Chilled. Leopold! Leopold, where have you been? Leopold! Otis, I demand explication. It's 5:30. He's not even dressed.
He'll be ready, my lord, I assure you.
I don't want him ready. I want him resplendent.
Ah, Miss Blaine. You dance like a herd of cattle. You are a rare woman who lights up a room simply by leading it. Might you be rich, Miss Blaine? You see, whilst I am the third Duke, the little secret of those of us in the royal court, apart from our general uselessness, is our massive indebtedness.
It's always been your misfortune, Leopold, that you so thoroughly amuse yourself with the sound of your own voice.
A life as stagnant as mine, that I can amuse myself at all, is an evolutionary marvel. Please don't touch that.
The device you were jabbering about, to take priests to the bell tower.
Take anyone, uncle, to the floor they so desire. Buildings continue to climb. Soon they will outstrip the stamina of our legs.
You speak of progress and invention, yet what I offer you downstairs is reality. Take
And you'll see that this is an important aspect of the trials that they have to go through because he is the inventor of the elevator. And you'll see that the longer he's in the future, the more issues this causes for that technology. So that is actually a major plot point in here.
a wife, marry.
Marriage is the promise of eternal love. As a man of honor, I cannot promise eternally what I've never felt momentarily.
Born into privilege, yet perversely ashamed of it. That is your tragedy. My God, if my brother could only see you, he'd be heartbroken. You are no duke.
Of course I'm not. The monarchy is dead, uncle. We are relics. That is reality. The new royals are men of accomplishment. Men like Roebling with his bridge, Edison with his lamp, Diesel, Bell, Westinghouse.
Those men made themselves from nothing. You, on the other hand, were born with everything, and from it fashioned nothing. As of tonight, I wash my hands of you. Take a good look at your dance card, Leopold. A wealthy bride is your only surety.
Your Grace, may I present this tree of the trees of Schenectady, sir? This tree?
It's an honor to be making your royal acquaintance, Your Highness.
Show.
Now, obviously, she's American, so she doesn't know that that's not how you address a duke, but and obviously this is sort of a call to adventure right here because he's really curious about this guy and what he's doing there because he doesn't fit in and he has a little camera in his hand which Leopold's not really sure what it is, so this is kind of a call to adventure in itself.
Many dreams, all useless.
Okay, I'm actually going to pause it here because I just remembered that I forgot to give you guys the definition for your vocabulary. Okay, so mentor is the word today, and we went over mentor, what a mentor is in The Hero's Journey. That was like Phil's character, and it was that doctor character sort of in Iron Man who helped him build the original suit to get him to escape. But a mentor definition is an experienced and trusted advisor, someone who advises the hero. And it comes from the